Okay, last week we did some visualization. So continue drawing graph chart using RStudio. In week 2, we used the table 2-2. There was uploaded data, and then we use profit column variable. Then we found frequency like this. So in first class, importing data, that time imported data manually, make a data set, vector data. So let's do this. I will open my RStudio. So we can make a data, vector data. Name is a frequency. I named frequency chart. Then put those numbers, frequency, from 0 to 500, 8 of them, 500 to 1000, 11, 32, and so on like this. So manually making a vector data file. So type those numbers using this function. So type frequency chart and put something. Then because it's multiple numbers, so use C. Then open parentheses, 8, 11, 32, 56, 47, and 22. Then type the file name, data name. Already made that one, so just then check if we have a right number. 8, 11, 32, 56, 47, 22. This vector data doesn't have a variable name and then each number's name. So using names function, we can name each number's name. So from 0 to 500, 1000, 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000. So I can name 500, 1000, 1500, and so on. Then in quotation mark, it can be single, it can be double. So type like that. Okay, names. And then frequency chart we made. This data set, the names. C, and because it's also a multiple data set, so using C and then open parentheses, and then let's see, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 1,000, 1,500, and 3,000. Then enter. Then let's check if it is it doesn't work. Yes. So each number has name, 500, 1,000, 1,500, and so on. Each kind of categories has a frequency, 8 of them, 11, and so on like that. And then last week, we draw bar charts using bar plot. So just type using this function and then the data name. Bar plot, and then frequency chart. So we can draw bar chart like this. So from 500, 100 to 500, 8 of them, and so on like this. Are you with me? Working?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then like last week, give name of axis, y-axis, x-axis, and then name of this chart, and then color, and then the limit of the y-axis, and so on like this. So type or then bar plot frequency charts. And then color will be multiple data, so using C. And then first bar's color is green. Second bar, let's do red. It's up to you. And third one, blue. Fourth one is a yellow. Fifth one, pink. And last one, orange. Now color is okay, and then x-axis label. Range, profit range, whatever. And then next one, y-axis label. Frequency. Then y-axis limit. This one also multiple, so using C. So from 0 to largest one is 56, so use 60. And then title, M-A-I-N, main, will be frequency table or chart, say a chart. Profit. Hopefully it work. Yes, work. You also working?
Yes, Professor, Dr. Kim, is possible for you to export that information and come out with the same color and everything? Is that possible?
Yeah, it's like that. I will do it. You mean one color, right?
No, like all the color like the way it is, but let's say export that information because it comes out to the side over there. Like I want to add that information to, let's say, a presentation or something like that. How do I export that data or that chart and put it somewhere else? How do I do that?
I'm not sure because that also my question. So I need to study more about that.
Okay.
So because this is kind of beginning level, so if this one is RStudio or our class itself, then we go deeper. But this one is based on statistics and then using R. So it's like a beginning level. So
Okay.
I need to study that too.
Okay.
Yeah, if we use Excel, then we can give more like information, right?
Oh yeah, Excel is very easy
Yeah.
going,
So
but this one
yeah,
I was just kind of like a wondering.
yeah.
But
I think we can do, but with R or R Studio, but that yeah, like I said, that also my question. How can I add some information there? But mm, there is no further study I need to do.
okay,
Okay,
no problem. Thank you very
if
much.
I figure out, then I will let you know.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, good question. Okay, next one. Okay, bar chart usually using like a vertical bar, but sometimes we depict charts. By the way, looks like this. Just a simple without axis name and then without title and then without color. Simple one, and then we add the color and so on. Like this. Now, if we find certain function, then we can add the information somewhere like this. But currently, I don't know yet.
No, not a problem. We'll learn later
Okay,
on.
now draw charts horizontally. Then we use this function, horizontal HORIZ equals and true. Then we can draw this bar chart like a horizontal bar. And then careful, when we change from vertical to horizontal, then y-axis and then x-axis name change like this. And then also limit of the x-axis, earlier limit of the y-axis, but this y-axis changed to y-axis, x-axis. So we indicate the x limit because this one changed to an axis. So carefully give their name and then their limit like this. Okay, so let's do it. So bar plot, the same. And then the same data set. And color is the same. Okay, I will copy those. Good. Okay, and then x4 equals the frequency and y level b range and x limit. Oops. C02 16, then main, and then horizontal, then good. You know, here only 500, 1,500, 2,500 on y-axis, but if we zoom like this, then we can see all y-axis range name. Working or not?
Yep, it's working.
Okay. How about dip?
My one is good.
It's working, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. So easy. And next one. Scatter plot. If we have two variables, x and y, then we can develop a chart for depict two variables in one chart, that is a scatter plot. Displays pairs of numbers for x, y, and x, or x and y variable, which are called coordinate points. First, we need data. So bring data. So earlier I work with deep. So first we need create a project for this data set. By the way, the data set on the Google Drive I sent to you. So download that chapter 4 data somewhere, and then find that directory. Okay, project, click project, and then new project. I already had, so do it again. So existing directory, and then find that directory where my data set. And open and create. If you create with the right directory, then you can see data set like this. To import Excel file, we should change Excel file to CSV. I showed that how to convert Excel file to CSV file earlier. So after convert Excel file to CSV file, then we can import. So import this, first we need this study hour data. So type. I will make a new data set using that one. So because it's chapter 4, so I will name data set data 4-1, and then put data, this one, study hour CSV. So using this function read CSV file. Which CSV file? Study our CSV file. And then let's check if we import right data. So study data 4. Looks like this. When I teach my operations management and research methodology, and then when we cover regression analysis, then I use this data, the same data. So if we study more hours, then maybe exam score high. So using this data, we can plot scatter diagram, scatter chart. Scatter plot. So using plot function, and then indicate this one is x variable first, and then y variable. X variable and y variable. So type like that. So plot x variable. We will use this one, study hour, as x variable, and then this column is in this data set. So data set, we made this one, and then $sign, and then study hour. That is x variable, and then a y variable, the same data 4-1, and then column using a $sign, and then exam score, and then enter. Then we can draw scatter diagram or scatter plot or a chart. Looks like this. And then that is a simple scatter plot or chart, and then give x-axis and then y-axis name, and then name of the chart up to that point. Let's do it. So I will copy this because I will use the same. And then x-axis label, study hours, the y-axis label, exam score, and then main title will be study hour and score. So we have main title, chart name, and then x-axis, and then y-axis. So it looks like not very much, but looks like more study hour and then higher exam score, like this. And then next, let's give a certain color. So using color function, and then whatever, if you like specific color, then you can type specific color. I will copy. Color. Red. So the dot color change to red.
So I have.
Working? Yeah.
Can we go back and change the like our program code, or like we have to every time put the new program like coding? Like we cannot go back like in the day like in the X lab and Y lab and change, right? Or we can change
Here?
things. Yeah, we can change those like labels, or we cannot change. Like we have to type again those things.
I'm not sure what is your question.
We cannot go back and change the program, and it can like show like whatever we change like in the like if we go and the change the X label and Y label
Mm-hmm.
and automatically change in the graph, it is possible.
Yeah, you can change.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I tried a couple of times. I write it down wrong program, so I tried
Mm-hmm.
it show me a rate.
Mm-hmm. Just to try, just to try.
Yes.
You know, this one also R and RStudio is kind of a language, programmer
Yeah.
language. You call coding. Yeah. Sometimes just one tiny thing like a comma or not work or not work. So when you study this kind of program language, you need the time. So
Yeah.
sometimes make error, then try to find what is error. That is kind of a learning
Yeah.
process.
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody working good?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yes.
And next one. This one is a scatter chart using dots like this. And then we may use line to indicate X and Y variable. So that is line chart. The graph contains lines across the intervals rather than coordinate data point dots using a line. Then include type equals this letter. This is not number one. This is letter L, lowercase of letter L. So using a different data set, if we use let's do it. Try. If we use the same data, I will just copy and just copy, and then I will try to include the type. I'm not sure if I didn't try, but let's try type equals L. I'm not sure if it work or not. Yeah, work. But if we use other data set, the COVID-19 data set, then it more clear. So let's try. We have data COVID-19 PA, Pennsylvania data. This is I cut the real data, Pennsylvania COVID-19 data, only April data. So first we import name data -2, then put data read CSV, then data name is COVID 19, and then low hyphen PA dot CSV. Yes. Let's see, data for 2 looks like this. In April, the daily new case and then a total case in Pennsylvania. So using this data, then draw scatter plot using a line chart. So plot data 4, 2, and which one is X variable? X variable is date, and Y variable will be new case. So data 4, 2, $, which one, new case, and then type equals L, not number 1, it's L, line. So line chart like this. So in April, daily case in California, Pennsylvania, looks like this. So from here, trend is like a decrease. If we draw this chart using October, then maybe up like this. Then give more information in this chart. So give information. X axis label, Y axis label, and so on. And then color too. So let's do it up to this point. So I will copy. I will use the same. And then X label. X label is new case. This is and Y. Nope. X label is date, not new case. And Y label, that is new case. Then main COVID-19 new case in Pennsylvania. also in April. Then color equal, let's say I will use something specific color, light blue. Too light. Light blue is too light. How about dark? BLU. Yes. Working good?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Okay, good. So we can use the function type L, draw line chart like this. Maybe we can use the total case, then the same. I will draw a chart using a total case. So change this one, new case, change to total case, and okay, and then date okay, and then y is total case, and main is the total case. And so total case line chart looks like this. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Question?
No.
Okay. Okay, let's take a 5-minute break. I will be back at 8 and then continue.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Kim.
Okay, see you.
See you.
I'm back.
Okay.
Mhm. Next one is using ggplot2 package. This one, RStudio is, people say, open source program, because many developers develop packages and then open to the public, so free. So we can use this ggplot2 package. More fancy, we can draw more fancy, better plot. So type install packages, then ggplot2. So install this package in RStudio. I already did. Install packages, ggplot2, and it will install the package. If your computer is slow and then the network is slow, then it will take longer. But wait until the cursor blink. When install is finished, then let me know. About a month ago, my computer suddenly shut down and then never come back. So I ordered a new computer and then return and then buy another one and so on like that. So now I have a new computer. So it is way faster than the earlier one.
What computer did you buy?
It's HP. Not very high end, just kind of cheaper one. Only I tried to buy 16 gigabyte RAM, but it's expensive. So I bought 8 gigabytes. Then later I can upgrade. About $50 pay, then I can buy 16 giga RAM.
Okay.
But this time is fast enough, so it is okay. First time, I found HP computer at the Costco. First, I tried Sam's, and then later I search Costco. Then Costco, similar one, cheaper than Sam's. It was, include tax. It was $530. Only the CPU, the tower. But then 2 days later, I found cheaper one, but better quality. The same HP, more hard drive space. $100 are cheaper than the Costco. So I cancel Costco, but then Costco already mailed, shipped, and then just right away the return. Then I received that one from the HP.com directly, and then at the time it was like on sale. The better, more hard drive space, but $100 cheaper. So I bought 400, about $25.
Oh, that's a good price for a computer.
Yeah. And then, I like that one is very small. The size is small. So it's like 1/4 of the regular size computer. It's just small like this. So I can, it's like, the laptop, I can bring in my bag about this big. Okay, next one. Using GG, so if your install is finished, then try library GG plot 2. Then if it is working, then no error sign. Then we can use this GG plot 2 package. So using GG plot package, let's draw a scatter plot. So this when we use ggplot, the function is not a little bit different. It's like this: ggplot. That means plot whatever. Then using this data set, data set name, and then this one AES. That means axis. Then x equals x variable, y equals y variable. So let's try. Before try, we to make sure type data for 2 we made to make sure the column name. So if we draw using a new case, then we should type the same like this, new dot case, because this one, the column name is like this, and then date. So x variable and y variable. So gg plot, and then data, what we'll use for 2, and then axis AES, then x variable will be, let's use total case, x equals date, x variable, and then y variable equals, we will use total case as y variable. So total dot case and try the simple one. You know, we cannot see data inside of this because we didn't indicate what kind of plot we use. So using this GEOM and then point using dot, and then this is the label, then title is this one, and then x-axis is this one, and so on. So this one using plus, when we add function, use plus sign like this. So try this one. So type the same. I will copy and then plus GEOM. Then we will use point. Go down to point. And then plus label, labels, then title equals COVID-19 in PA. Then x-axis will be space day 2. The y-axis will be total. So we can see dots like this because we use point function. And then if we want to draw line chart, then using this function, we may use more function inside of the parentheses. Then we can make it more detail. But this time, I need to figure out what kind of function we use to make it detail later. So just that. So I will copy the same. And then line. So this space and then GEOM line. Then okay. Space. So it change line. And then we can add color. So in the axis information, add color like this. So the line is in a total case. So total case, and then give color. So using the same. Color inside the axis information, COUL, COL, color, OUR equals total case. Give color like this. This time, I should explore more. How can we change color using a specific color? So this one gave color automatically like this. Yours working okay? Are you there?
Yes, we're good. I'm good.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, thank you. And next one, by the way, if you are interested in more about this, then go to, I found a website, ggplot2 tutorial, this website. Then you can get information about how to draw other chart like this. So further, if I have time, then I will try to find more resource from here, then I will include in this lecture. But anyway, if you are interested in more, then you can go this website. Then find, then explore. Okay, scatter plot here. Then this one gives you more information. How can change color, and then how can add more line like this. So anyway, this class is kind of entering beginning part of RStudio. So I just give you a reference like this. Okay. Okay, next. And then use, so we draw like this. And then use different data set and then try to draw different type of scatter plot. So first import this vehicle ratings data set and then put this data set in data 4-3. Okay, let's go. RStudio. So data, import this data, vehicle ratings. So data, I will make data 4-3, 3, and put with CSV, that is now vehicle. CSV, oops, was ng. I omit letter. Let's see. 3. Okay, data set looks like this. Make Toyota, Chevrolet, Ford, Honda, and so on, and then models, year, and color, and so on. So I'm going to draw scatter plot using mileage and price. So I expect like a higher mileage, lower price. So using mileage X variable, and then price is Y variable. So using ggplot, then data set, data for this 3, and then X is AES, and X will be mileage, this one. So mileage, and Y variable will be price. And then I will use a point. I will add color. Color using make. So different color by make. So I will use color make. And then what kind of plus GOM or and then point. And then enter. Looks like this. In here, because mileage is numbers too tight, but if we make it bigger, we can see better number. So color, Chevy, red, Ford, green, Honda, blue, and then Toyota is purple, like this. This one, from this chart, the mileage and price not much related. because scatter plot is no very scatter. If there is we can see a kind of line, then we can say mileage and price related. But then plus very scatter. So mileage and price, there is no correlationship. Like this. Okay, what do you think?
That is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
So if we can, if we have more time, then we can explore more about this GG plot. Then we can draw better fancy plot. So later we can try. I will explore more. But anyway, this is entering level of R and RStudio. So if you can use functions, and then you can add one by one, then you can make a better plot. So anyway, it's nice to enter this RStudio. And you know, without this entering, even it is entering level, without this one, you don't know how to do it. Then you cannot develop yourself, right? But at least you know something, then you can add more and more. Then your knowledge about this RStudio and then ggplot more and more, and then develop and so on like that. Good, right?
Yep.
Mhm. Okay, that's all for today. I prepared. Next week, we will go with some statistical techniques and using this RStudio. So we will continue, okay? Okay, today only 3 of you came attend. Others are, I think, busy, whatever. Anyway, I recorded this, then I will send the link to other students and also to you for a future reference. Okay, that's all, and see you next week.
Thank you
Thank you, Dr.
Okay,
Kim, for
thank
everything.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
and
you.
good night.
Good night.
Yep.